All right. So I got all this new equipment for Christmas, and I really want to see how it works. So I really hope this microphone picks up. I haven't done no testing or anything. I'm just playing with it. As soon as I'm playing with it with you guys. So we're gonna learn together. But the green light is on. See the green light here? Okay. So let's see. Ugh. Dang. I'm really trying not to hit the microphone. 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna edit this at all either, so hopefully with all of these technical difficulties, somebody will feel inspired not to give a fuck, just like me. Okay? And you will record or do whatever you feel inspired to do in these, social media streets. Okay? But I got this off the little TikTok shop. Some wireless microphone. Y'all know I love my headset. I used to work in a call center, so like I love talking on headset. Even when I worked at Wendy's, I used to love being on the headset. All right, so let's jump right into the reading. Let's see. I like looking out the window. Is it still on? Oh, yeah, I think it is. All right, Happy New Year, y'all. So, messages for all my moms out here. Channel messages for my mom's spirit, what we have. Okay, so I'm getting you are going to be getting some peace of mind, some quiet. Feels like children are out the house, away, and you have a lot of time to yourself. So that's always nice. Okay, some of y'all are going to be figuring out what you want to do with all this free time now that you don't have children or responsibilities. I feel like I'll get a break New Year's weekend or something like that. Especially if you have like shared custody, stuff like that. All right, channel messages from my mom's spirits. Ain't nothing like being able to walk around your own house naked. Hey, okay? Ain't nothing like being able to wear your birthday suit without nobody asking you questions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes children can be trifling. They can be asking you all types of questions. It's like, can I have some privacy? How are you in my bathroom asking me questions about my scars? You know what I'm saying? They do not care. I don't know about y'all children, but my children do not care. It doesn't matter if I'm on the toilet taking a shit. They have to come in and ask me 1,000,001 questions. And I'm like, oh my God, why are y'all here? Why are y'all here? But don't you just love that? I don't know. I love it. Anywho, so we have the magician in reverse. Okay. hmm. I'm sensing some frustration. That's what I'm picking up on. Some frustration. What is this frustration about? Hmm. This could be sexual frustration. Whatever it is, it's coming out of your sacral chakra, so it has to be frustration connected to creativity. This could be menopause. for someone. This could be fertility, right? Especially if you want to have more children, that could make you frustrated. If you want to be able to feel good, look good, feel good, just feel like you in your skin without people judging you about what you wear or how you look or anything like that. That can make you frustrated as well. You know, I always say sometimes when like shopping for clothes or certain aesthetics is not everybody has this issue, but uh, for me, I used to collect shoes. I used to collect purses and shoes. I was always an accessory girl. So, and that's because I hated jeans. I hated anything that snug to me. I'm a moo type of person, which means I will wear heels, a badass purse, and my grandmother moo and walk into the grocery store like that. I do not give a fuck. But a lot of times there are other people like my mom or strangers that have a problem with like, oh my God, they came to school in a bonnet. They drop their kids off in a bonnet. So, those things can really be like frustrating. So I'm not saying it from like a weight thing or there's something that you can wear, but when I saw the Empress here, it looks like she's wearing a dress. Okay. So a lot of times we attract what we are. So having children, dressing like an old lady, or if they call it an old lady or a mom, it attracts a lot of people that have mommy issues. And a lot of times they're like, oh my God, I know you cook good, or oh my God, like I know you're a good person, or you're a good that. And they're stereotyping you based off of a nurturing aspect that they didn't get when they were a kid. And so when they look at you, it's like, I just know you would make a good homemaker. So if some of you guys are trying to get out of that stereotype of being the homemaker, of being the person that is perceived as the good cook, the good clean, the mommy person, and things like that. And I can see it. That can be very frustrating, especially if you're trying to manifest um, a dating life that's outside of those parameters. You probably would have to change your aesthetics because it's giving mom vibes. It's giving family oriented mom vibes. Okay. Um, and so this idea here may be the reason why your kids are like, why you're dressing up? Where are you going? And maybe why ex-lovers, when they see you no longer dressing like the mom vibes and you are kind of out here really caring about what you wear, what you do, and being more intentional about it, that's more of a threat than you being your mom vibes. Yeah. All right. So that's the magician. Like someone is not ready for you to be back out there um, in the public eye. It scares them. And so if you are in a relationship and your partner is noticing that you're out there in social media, you're on the computer, a lot of people are seeing you, it's a conflict here. Because they feel like one day you're going to be dating someone, one day you're going to be, you and all your children is going to be on the sidelines, front row at somebody's basketball game, to some type of basketball player, football player, powerful, successful person. And that is all this person can think about. This is what they want to block you from. Now, they don't have to be that important, but I feel like somebody is hoping that all you find when you go out there are people that just want to fuck you, but want nothing serious with you. It's like I don't want nobody else to get that side of you. There's something about that side of you is what someone loves about you, and they don't want no one else to get it. Mm. Something to do with your background as well, your family. Somebody may want to know like the conflicts that you had growing up, your childhood, your family issues. And the reason why they want to know those things is because they want to understand why you believe the way that you believe. This is someone that believes that when you have certain belief systems, it comes from certain upbringings and exposure. And so I feel like somebody is we want to know why you resist something so much. The Four of Swords. They feel like you have unhealed inner child trauma. Who does this person think they are? Are you talking to a therapist? Because sometimes you could talk to a therapist, you could talk to another tarot reader, you could talk to a doctor, and if you're dating any of those professions, they tend not to know how to really shut it off. I'm gonna be honest with you. It takes a lot of practice and skill to know how to turn something on and off, especially in this profession. Because everywhere you go, somebody's going to be saying, "Oh, read me." Like it's very difficult to have friends and connect with people because they're going to feel like, "Oh, you could probably read my mind." So in this type of situation, it just feels as if hmm, the Four of Swords in reverse. I think somebody wants to settle down with you, but they're trying to figure out what you're afraid of when it comes to marriage, family, playing your mother role or a house role. I don't know. Somebody wants you to play a house role, tower moment. They feel as if this whole lifestyle that you have right now is like a facade. It's just something that you're doing temporarily to make sense of your childhood. So someone is convinced that they have you figured out. They know your inner child. They know who you really are. They know who you are at your core, and they want to help you get back to that point. So the Hierophant and the Page of Cups. Someone is crushing on you, and they want you to let go of something. Like let go, stop fighting, stop resisting. What is it that so you can have happily ever after with them? What is it that they feel like you're fighting them on? Doesn't feel like somebody that you've ever had. Think of it like this. It feels like two people that haven't talked in a long time were friends at some point in your life. Life happened, you went your way, they went their way, they had their experiences, you had your experiences. From their perspective, they always viewed you to be a family oriented person and always wanted to manifest your dream life, your dream household. And that's the way that they remember you. Hell, they even wanted that life with you. Now, let's say you go off and marry other people, y'all go your own separate ways. In this person's mind, just like they haven't been able to really get over you or they view you as the one that got away, they feel as if you, underneath all those layers, too feel as if they were the one that got away. The problem that this person is having is every time they think they are making some type of breakthrough with you, they feel as if you say something that's really wild, outlandish, outlandish, controversial, shocking. Like, I'm shocked you said something like that. Anytime that you become aware that this person is having conversation with you about your childhood dreams, wishes, like somebody wants to say, like, take me back to when you were a little girl. What did you want when you were a little girl? Every little girl's dream is to have the white picket fence, is to have the, the Barbie dream house type of energy. And in observing you and the way that you interact, this person feels as if you are hiding and disguising that you're saying that you're past that. That's not what you aspire for anymore. Um, and so this person is trying to, like, asking a lot of questions or being very observant or wanting to know, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on this? And they're proposing a lot of different ideas to come into your awareness, so you can kind of like explore. It's like somebody's observing you observe yourself as an inner child and wanting to see what triggers you. And so, what's your insecurity? What puts your guards down? What makes you feel like you weren't able to get what you want? And they feel like that is what you really want. Now, like I said, this doesn't feel like either you hired a therapist to be in your psyche like this, or this is someone that is observing you and they are doing their own scientific study of you at a distance. Okay. So you could be picking up on someone else's hidden agenda to observe you. Some of you guys are aware that you're being spied or monitored, looked into. We have real passion in reverse. We have direction. And then we have connection in reverse. So yeah, I feel like this is somebody that's trying to make you put two and two together so you can answer your own question as to why your life isn't where you want it to be. Someone wants you to see how your behavior in your past was a no-no. That was a lesson you were meant to learn. You learned bad choices, and this is why you can't have the life that you want. This is why you can't have the relationship that you want. This is why you're going to always be unhappy. This is what someone wants you focused on. Like, I made this choice, that choice, this choice, and this is why I don't have what I want. But with passages here, it's pretty much saying that, like, someone is saying, oh, you're just doing a job, you're just doing something as a means to bypass time because you regret choices that you made in the past. Now, I'm not here to tell you if this person is true or not, but what I can see here is that's someone's overall objective in your life. hmm Someone is childish and they're looking into your life, your choices, and they are examining your life and your choices. hmm Pretty much, or attempting to. I don't think we need a lot for this. You got the throat chakra. I think somebody is always sitting around trying to humble you. That's how I feel. Even if these are ex-lovers that didn't get a chance to have a future with you, they would want to sit down and talk about how you guys did this when you were, what life was like together and all this different stuff. And I feel like this is why Spirit is saying those people will come back into your life to help you, like as an opportunity for you to look and say, is this what I ever wanted? Is this what I really wanted? Are they my 10 of cups? And if they're not, it's like discard them. Yeah, communication, Archangel Michael. So if there's anyone in your life that you have ever felt like, I wonder what life could have been like with them, Archangel Michael is taking you on that journey of giving you the opportunity to see what life could be like if you have ever said, I wish I could have, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If there is ever a point in your life where you have said, I would, shoulda, coulda, woulda, or I should have made the right choice, or I should have picked the right person, or I should have did this, the angels are bringing those people in, guiding you to them so you can get the closure that you need. hmm Is that what you wanted? Are they giving you what you want? Are you happy? Was the grass greener on the other side? And if it isn't, what are we manifesting now? So let's see, what are you manifesting now? What are you about to be manifesting? You want something that's drama free. So what I need to know is, does my mom still want the past connections? Spirit, does my mom still want the past connections? Yes or no? Some do, some don't. Okay, moving forward, I feel like the reality of where y'all are spiritually, where they are spiritually, it's making you realize. You okay? Okay, it's making you realize that some people you just can't help. You know what I'm saying? So you're releasing a lot of people from your past during this season that have had an unhealthy tie to you and trying to like get you back. A lot of times, let's say you move on with your life, you have a family, you're doing good, and sometimes those previous past ties that you created in the fit of love, desire, and passion, those ties can hang on to you even while you're married, even while you're in relationships, and they'll pull on you and they'll disrupt your relationship in the future with other people. And so before your person comes in, Archangel Michael is helping you sever all those ties so they can stop. The whole purpose of this journey is so those energies can stop trying to sabotage your relationship, sabotage what you have with potential new people. hmm Yeah, someone just ain't it, honey. And I don't feel like they're ever really gonna let you go, but I do feel like the harder it is for this person, like whatever, a lot of them hold this image of you of perfection. And pretty much the truth is what's going to set them free. And the truth is, you ain't perfect. The truth is, I feel like a lot of them couldn't handle the truth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of them couldn't handle the truth. The truth would make them hate you. And that's a fact. And they probably would be like, you know what? I'm so much better without you. And that's how you have situations where y'all officially go your way 10 years, 20 years later. So we have managing new artists. This is a card that loves to come out. Romantic cruise for two. Sharing, you can have sharing mysteries of the universe. Child. Meet the children. Reading books to each other. And then we have being the best stepmother. Clear shot. Your wish will be granted. All right, let's break this down, okay? So we have being the best stepmother. I feel like somebody is critiquing you or they're reading you. They're trying to understand. They always viewed you as being the perfect. They compared everybody they dated to you. Okay. So now they have to go on a journey of trying to get all the pieces to the missing puzzle. Why your lifestyle, your behavior, and where you are now has really drifted you so far from where they thought you were or who they thought you were the whole time they've ever known you. They feel they've never known you. And it's really on them, especially if they sabotage relationships with every other person because they perceived you to be the perfect match before they really wash their hands of this situation. Let me get it. Before they wash their hands of their situation, they have to convince themselves that they were right all along. Because if they just walk away accepting that it was never really what they thought it was, it leaves them with more questions. How did I not see that? How did I view you as someone different? What did you do? What did you say? What didn't you do? What didn't you say? What didn't I know? And so all these questions is coming up. Um, and on some level, because they still believe that that's who you are, they kind of want to validate that for themselves by moving the connection in a direction where they end up having what they dreamed of with you. And so when other people manifest a reality with you, because remember, every time I see a clear shot, your wish will be granted. Just like you are manifesting your perfect reality, there are people that are manifesting their perfect reality with you in their life, right? They are envisioning a future with you, therefore manifesting you into their future. Now, there are certain characteristics, traits that they saw in you that tells them, yes, you're the person I'm going to have this future with. Now, that's the fantasy. Now, let's talk about the reality. The reality is did you want this for yourself or was this given to you? Because if you aspire to have it because that is something that was taught to you, it won't last. If you want this person because if this person wants you because they view that you were groomed for something, then that's another manipulation and it won't last either. A part of this person world requires that you have less connections and network with people. Like when it comes to your business and career, this person doesn't want you. They would be very jealous and triggered by you having connections with powerful people across the world. So let's say, for example, so they would block your manifestation. Not that they would become jealous of you, but they would become triggered that you, it's like they would become triggered that they're not going to be the ones sitting on the throne with you. hmm And so they would become vexed and they wouldn't want you to. The more that this person knows about you, the more that they know about you, the more it makes them feel like y'all don't fit into each other's world. And they're struggling with the reality that they would have to try to fix you, change you, or groom you to fit into their world. And that's the process that someone is attempting to begin with you. How do I shape you into my world? Receiving a note, someone's doctoring you. Someone wants to doctor you. Be a psychologist. Someone refused to be someone that vowed to never fall in love, falls in love, flower arrangements, and they want to marry you. But I do feel like they want to like prototype you. And they don't necessarily want you out here helping, healing, fixing other people. They don't, because it makes them feel very intimidated. There's only one lion to every pride type of energy. And the gifts that you have, they don't want any other pride benefiting off of it. So very egotistical, very arrogant. Okay. So that's what I have. I don't know who these characters are, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comment section who these archetypes are in your life and if they have any validity. Okay. So let's clear the energy. And like always, I'm sending you guys lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, wait, I have to do this like this.